All right. We're ready when you are.
Okay, so why don't you introduce yourself first, Earl, because this is your recording, so.
Okay. Hey guys, this is Earl Dixon, and better known on Facebook and all other social media platforms as the Bitcoin Man. And I just love I was a computer engineer for like 15 years at a company called Nortel, and I would go in when it was dark and come out when it was dark, and I just hated that lifestyle. So now the internet basically provides a platform where anybody can operate in a global economy and actually make a decent living, a great living if you want to, if they apply. And the last thing I'm gonna say is that every 30 seconds, a new home-based business is created on the internet, and we're just gonna teach you guys what to do. And I'm excited about Icoinpro Plus, and I'm looking forward to being long-term with this platform. Thank you.
Thanks, Earl. I'm gonna go ahead and go next, Barton, and hand it over to you. So I'm glad you said that. There's always a program opening up, like it seems like every minute of the day they're opening up a new program. A lot of these new programs are these passive incomes where you throw some Bitcoin in there and you make 7-8% a day, and eventually they kind of fold up. So I'll admit I've done a few of those and I've made a lot of money doing that, but knowing that it's going to close up, so you of course you invest in big early, and then you don't invest, you get your money back. And usually it's at about 13-14 days you get your money back, and then you're all in profit after that. But anyway, what happened with Icoinpro is kind of weird. So Bart and I were on another project. We were going to do a team build with another project. We were meeting probably, I guess it's been about a month and a half, almost every day, every other day or so, with another project. And I was creating the website. He was doing some other parts with advertising and stuff like that. We didn't even know each other. This was probably 3 weeks ago or so. So we had hesitation on this product that we were going to roll out, and we started talking on the phone. And what's so funny about it is he used to live in Colorado. He grew up in Colorado. He lives in Florida now, and I grew up in Florida, and I live in Colorado now. So it was kind of neat that was like that. And but anyway, we have a lot in common. We've both been in this industry for, I think, 20 years. I don't know. I think you've been in it longer than I have, Bart, but we've been around the ringer. So we've done just about every single program. And I know, Earl, you're in a travel company now that's very successful. I was a master distributor for one, and it didn't treat me right. It ended up ending. But anyway, we've done just about everything: binary, matrix, unilevel, everything that you could imagine. And when we started talking on the phone, we're like, listen, we need to stop this. We need to get out of 5 or 6, 7 different programs, and we need to find a program that we can do long-term, team up together, and find that company that's going to be around for a long time, okay? So right then and there when we were talking, it was so weird.
Internet, I think.
It was just so weird that he said, how about this Icoinpro business? Let's take a look at it. So this was before they launched, before even pre-launching stuff. This was before that, and we both looked at it. And I'm going to be honest with you, when I was in this travel company as a master distributor, the pay plan was almost identical to what Icoinpro is, and I made a lot of money in it. So I even made a PowerPoint for this company. So it was so funny. We were talking on the phone, and I said, Bart, hold on a minute. Let me send you this PowerPoint. Because he was telling me about it and stuff, and I'm like, look at this PowerPoint. It's exactly this, almost identical. And then the only exception was the power line. So the power line came from another company called Skinny Body Care. If you ever heard of Skinny Body Care. Skinny Body Care has been around for long, and they've got millions of distributors in it, and they're still running strong. And they're still doing real well. But anyway, they combined the power line with the compensation plan that I'm used to. And I looked at it and I said, oh my, this is a great compensation plan. And then we talked about the product. So the product is what got me along with the compensation plan, because the product, how many people, of course, Earl, you say you're the Bitcoin man, right? So how many people don't know anything about cryptocurrency and want to learn about cryptocurrency and Bitcoin? I just started learning about 6 months ago, but I'm different than everyone else. I get on the internet and I'm up till 3 o'clock in the morning reading about everything. So when this came along, I said, you got everything all in one place. You got, not only does it talk about Bitcoin, but it talks about every other cryptocurrency. And on top of that, how can you make money with these cryptocurrencies? So it was a double whammy. The product was good. The pay plan was good. And then I said to Bart, this was just one conversation. I said, let's make sure this company is going to be around for a long time, because if they are, this is the company to go with. So we got on a meeting with all the top leaders, and then we realized that every single, and we know all the top leaders, the millionaires that have been in for years and years, they're all in this Icoinpro. They're all doing it. And there was a Zoom meeting, it was a Zoom meeting with the owner of the company, with all of these top leaders, and we listened in on this, and they drilled him with all kinds of questions as to why he did it, as far as getting attorneys, as far as getting payment processors, and Bart can talk about the payment processor on that, because he knows a lot about that. So we did our research, we did our investigation with this program, because we finally decided we're going to partner with this, and we're going to do this full time, and we're going to make this our main business going forward, and this is all we're going to do. And there's a couple other programs that I'm still making money with. Of course, I've got to keep up with that, but this is my main focus, and we're doing real well. Bart's probably got like five or six leaders in. I've got a couple big leaders already, and our team is growing. And I don't know, Bart, what do you think? Like 8 or 9 of the people in our organization are on the leaderboard. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So
easy.
So anyway, I can, again, if you know me, I could talk for a long time. But I can't get because of my internet, so I can't get the website up. So maybe Bart can do that when he goes over it. But we'll kind of go over it briefly to tell you guys how the pay plan works and everything, and then tell you where we're at with that. So go ahead, Bart.
Okay, so I'll give you a real quick background on me. I ran my own business for 25 years, and used to spend $1 million in advertising. Had 150 employees. It was my business, and did really well with it. And basically, when the economy took a turn, lost everything, started from scratch, and I said, I need to get on the internet. I need to learn how to make money on the internet, because I know how to spend money in advertising. And what I did is I took a dump. I jumped into a program, spent $5,000 to go all in, spent $5,000 in advertising, and I signed up one person for $25. They paid 1 month, and they didn't renew. So I said, I need to start over again. I need to learn this inside and out. So I started studying. And what I ended up doing is I started learning about the tools behind the businesses. So I was a representative for a company called iPayout. So I used to bring iPayout to different companies that were launching. I worked with merchant processors that did credit cards for MLM companies. And then I actually started a company, created a compensation plan with someone. We started a company that we had we had 44,000 people in it. Unfortunately, the owner was not steady. I couldn't stay there because I felt we were hurting people. And I've been through every other thing that came along, including every single rev share, every single, promised daily money thing or whatever. And I just knew it was time to do something permanent, something that I could dig into long term. And I love cryptocurrency, right? I have 4 different wallets. I actually buy and sell Ethereum and Bitcoin daily on my own wallet, so I can make money doing that. So basically a mini trading without using a trading platform. And then all of a sudden, I had a really good friend of mine, who's where I'm from in Holland, sends me this, and he goes, "You need to take a look at this. I've got a pre-launch. It's happening in 3 weeks." And I said, "Well, and he goes, "You need to take a look." And I had to respect the guy because he does very, very well. He's in the $70,000 to $80,000 a month right now in Bitcoin and in trading. And I said, "Okay, I got to take a look." If he says I got to take a look, I got to take a look. And as soon as I saw it, I said, "This is for me." because I knew what I could do with this is I could take it out to people that have no knowledge at all about Bitcoin, but are seeing it in the news and want to know what is it all about, because there can be more millionaires made in Bitcoin and altcoins than on the stock market times hundreds. And that's going to happen in the next year, 2 years. It's going to happen. It's happening now, right? There's all the biggest people on the planet, Gates, Branson, they've all invested into companies that service, and you know that being a guy that used to work computer tech, they're investing into these companies that are basically service providers of Bitcoin. So I said, there's something there, I got to take a look. And I took a look and I said, man, this is powerful. And I felt like, with the forced matrix and the way that it works, I had to get in. And since then, it's been a blessing. I've found people that are in the same place as me that want to get into a program that's not going to last you 6 months or even a year, something that we can build, we can stick with, and we can grow this really, really big. And we know that if we do that, we'll benefit everybody that joins us, because our commitment from the top is to grow this really, really big, right? And to help as many people as we can, because the way that the compensation plan works, it can help someone that can't even sponsor anybody, right? Now, I believe that when people get in it, they start to see when they're going to tell people about it, and they'll invite more people, because really, I've had friends telling me, I went to a barbecue the other day and I was just chatting around the fire, drinking a beer. And someone asked, what am I doing? And, I'm into Bitcoin. And, what, can you teach me anything about that? I mean, so many people don't know about it, right? And like I said, I think there's millions to be made there. So I found a company called Icoinpro. And let me do the screen sharing here. Where is it again? Tools. I don't know if I've ever screen shared on one of these babies.
Do the green button in the middle of the screen.
Okay. Oh, I see it. Okay, yeah. I usually do Hangouts. Okay, desktop. Cool.
If you're gonna do a video of anything, there's a little box that you want to check.
Yeah, I don't need to do that. Am I sharing my screen right now?
Not yet.
Not yet?
Mm-mm.
Not yet.
All right.
Is it up now?
No.
No? Let me see if I did it right. Screen share.
Then double click on your desktop.
Okay.
Oh, there it goes.
Okay, cool. And can I move this or no?
Awesome.
Yes.
All right, I didn't know that. I could even move this over a little bit. All right, so basically this is Icoinpro, and what this is really all about, and what I really felt excited about this, is that this to me looks like a platform that I can bring to anybody, even people that are not in MLM, people that are offline, people that are your neighbors at some point. Yes, people that are online, they know there's money to be made in cryptocurrency. And when I said, what are they really going to focus on? And that is training. How does Bitcoin work? How does a blockchain work? How do you move money around? How eventually will you be able to move money in between different currencies and make money, and even eventually learn how to trade? Because in Bitcoin, I've noticed the patterns are way bigger than they are in stock market. You can make way more money playing with Ether. I mean, literally today, Ether at one point was 22% up in the last 24 hours, right? So I said I knew I loved it. And then I said, well, okay, let's take a look at the comp plan and see, what do we have here? How is this going to work where I know I can help other people? Because I can bring people in any program, but I don't want to be a person that just brings people in a program and they don't have a win, right? So yeah, I knew the value of the program at $40 a month is worth it to anybody who wants to learn about Bitcoin. So that was a start. That was a great start. But then I said, okay, so if they do join and I go to work, what can I do for them, right? So there's a power line bonus where basically everyone's going to make $6 a month. Okay, that's just the way it's going to be. That's all it pays. But that's what it is. So there's $6 there, right? And then we have a forced matrix, okay? It's a 2x14 forced matrix. And where I am in the company is extremely high. Michael's extremely high. And we've brought in some really big marketers. I'll show you the people on the leaderboard who are on our team. And what I knew is that I can bring anybody here, and if they fall here on level 6 or level 5 or wherever they fall, it's not going to matter, because in the next, month or even less, or even, who knows how long, I mean, I'll fill up levels below them, right, because of my own efforts. So then I thought, well, then we can make it pays for itself. And if you want to market, you want to learn how to make money, and you go and you start to do the things you need to do to share this with other people, then there's other parts of the compensation plan. And one of them is basically your fast start bonuses. So when someone signs up that very first month, depending on what rank you are, you get a $10 bonus, okay, for the person that signs up, or 15 or 20 or 25, depending on how far you take the business and if you really start to grow it, okay? So I thought, well, that's brilliant, right? Because people will share it. It's going to happen. Bitcoin is going crazy. It's all over the place, and it's going to happen. And so there's other bonuses in here. I don't even want to get into it unless you guys are internet marketers and understand comp plans. If you are, that's great. I can get into that. But otherwise, if you want to focus on just the program itself and what we have, some of the things that I wanted to do was test it, right? I wanted to see, can it convert? Can I go ahead and drive traffic, right? These are clicks on my website. Can I still move this farther over? These are clicks on my websites, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then these are enrollees. And then I can just hold this here, and those are upgrades, right? People that actually paid to join, right? So I knew that there was convert. So because it has a decent landing page, and I know people that understand traffic. And I said, well, then I could even do this besides inviting friends. So I was really excited about the program. We got on to, I brought in people. I got in really early. I was placed 3 weeks ago. Before it ever launched, I was actually placed in the matrix. And then it got better. I heard a first corporate call with the owner and some of the leaders, and it got me even more excited, because I know that I'm in a group of people that are top promoters on the planet in business of any kind, right? They're in this program, whether they're a product-based guy or if they're a tool-based guy or whatever you want to call it. There's people in every single aspect of online in this business. And I said, wow, we have a great foundation of big builders. What are we going to do? We're going to flow down all this traffic down that matrix. So really excited about that. And and listening to the owner and listening to the story and what he's doing, that even impressed me more, right? And then even today, just to top it off, today, someone said, hey, go and look at the withdrawal page. So I went to the withdrawal page, and this is going back to my wheelhouse, right? So my earnings, to be able to take out your money, you get paid every Wednesday, right, for your weekly bonuses, and then monthly on your monthlies. But so basically, you have the option to be paid direct or through, I guess you guys can't see this, through like a withdrawal to your bank, right?
Yeah.
This is the thing that caught my eye. I pay out. So I worked with this wallet. I brought them 5 clients. At one point, I was basically a guy selling the service to MLM owners, right? And this company right here consults with Kevin Thompson, who is the #1 MLM attorney on the planet. And for them to have an iPayout account is like they're the top 99% of all MLM companies, because they look at this company, the owners, the financials, the background, every single person involved, and then they take a look at the commission structure of the product and the viability, and will it comply, right? Will it pass every test? And for them to have this wallet, I knew today I was dancing around the house, because I said, oh my God, I'm in the right place. This is long term. This company would never have iPayout if they weren't just dissected. So I got super stoked then, right? You can get paid in Bitcoin, which I want to get paid in Bitcoin. I love Bitcoin. So you can take your money out in Bitcoin, right? Or you can have it sent to a bank, right, into your bank account. There's going to be other options like a debit card that you can be able to use. But yeah, so our team is really strong. I can show you what that means. These are the top 3 guys here. This is Ari. People know who Ari is. Mac Mills, Anchor. Frank here is the person that is right above my sponsor, right? And he's an old school marketer, like a guy that when I found out who this guy was, because I didn't know him before the launch, my sponsor just told me I'm partnering with a really good guy. I knew then when I sort of looked at him how big this business was going to be, because this guy doesn't play. He doesn't play with any, some of these other guys, they'll do program after program. This guy, he builds long term, right? So I felt, wow, that's great. And then the person that sponsored me is this guy right here, right? iCoin builder, right? So we're going along. There's other people in here that are in our team. This guy's in our team, right? He has 84 directs. Edward is someone that Michael brought in here. Edward is a really big marketer. I can let you have Michael tell you a little bit more about him, but he's just going to town. I know that he's going to move right up this leaderboard. I'm down here somewhere. Where am I? Yeah, I'm down here somewhere. I'm not the best marketer on the planet. I've got, I'm at here, and here's Michael, right? So this is me.
Hey, I got you by one. Yay.
We're right next to each other too, right? I'm going to get you tonight, though. I know I am.
Okay, so, we'll see.
Yeah. So we know, a little bit about structuring, where we want to have people, where we want to put our power, where we're going to put our energy. And again, we're going to believe and absolutely know that we have the best possible thing to share with people, because this product right now is hot. Whether you're an online marketer or you're not an online marketer, people want this, right? We believe we can take this out to the masses in an offline market. People that have never seen an MLM in their life, we believe we can get them in this program. I believe I can tell someone, listen, I'll teach you how to do everything with Bitcoin in 6 months. It's going to cost you $280, and I will believe me that they will sign and say, yes, I'll pay for that, right? It's $40 a month. It's like taking a class or going to a gym, but you can learn how to make money in Bitcoin. And who doesn't want that? Right? So, yeah. So
Bart, let me add something to that real quick. Yeah. So if you look at this leaderboard, this Ari and Mac Mills and Anchor, they're the top leaders in the industry. They're millionaires. I mean, they've made millions of dollars. They wouldn't be doing this
too, right? I mean, every single big name on the planet's in here, right? I mean,
Michael Mansell, if you know him, he's huge. They're all doing Icoinpro. So this is where you want to be. One of the things that I want to point out is, can you go back to Edward real quick? So Edward here, he's the top leader, or one of the top leaders in skinny body care. When he saw this, I presented this to him, and I got him in a good timing, I guess. I was doing skinny body care with him. He was making massive amount of money with skinny body care, and I caught him at a good time. Okay, so I introduced it to him. I spent a lot of time with him and everything. When he started, he put the first day that he came in, he put in 10 people. Then the website went down because they're updating security, because there were some hackers in there trying to destroy the website. Well, they upgraded. It took a day for them to upgrade the security on the website. Edward had all his advertising out in one day, and he was losing people because he advertises on YouTube and everything else. He was losing people because that website was down. Well, right when the website came up, this is in probably 4 or 5 days, he's already in the middle of the pack at 40. He will be up. He will be in the top 5 here in the next week or so. So the reason why I'm talking about this is I got one guy in. Now I've gotten 20-something people in, and it's going real well for me. But this guy here, like I said, it only takes one person, and it could be someone that knows someone that knows someone. This guy is going to make me hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Right.
This guy, because he's in my downline, and you could get someone like Edward that falls below you eventually. Right. You know what I mean? So this is what's good about this program is it's a force matrix. These people have to go somewhere. Yep. And on top of that, I listened to a corporate call, and corporate is also putting people in the matrix also. So those people from corporate are also falling into people's different businesses and stuff. So this thing is going to be huge with all of these leaders and all of these people. Darren Little is one of the top-notch, industry leader in the business. So he only has 45. He's going to get to 200 here in no time. Yeah. So anyway, my point to this is there's so many people that I put in. So Edward came in probably a couple days after I started. I had already put 10 people in before Edward came in. Those 10 people are pretty lucky because they're going to get a lot of spillover, right? Yeah. So it could happen to anyone. And that's why I like this business. But go ahead, Bart. Sorry.
Well, I mean, that's a really good point because, I mean, this company did something really, really smart. They sort of privately approached certain they knew builders. And I was just somehow blessed to be, approached by this guy who's been watching me forever. doing my hangouts, doing my, if you want to call it tools and behind the scenes and financial parts. And he says, you need to look at this. And he's never joined me in anything, and I've never joined him in anything. We've made friends, and we talk, and we respect each other. And, I just knew it. And the thing is, he says, listen, I can get you placed really well, which is incredible for us and my team, is because I was pre-placed like spot number 6 before it ever launched, right? That's going to help everybody in my team. That's just the way it is, because half of these people up here are putting people into my team. When we visualize the matrix, people are going to be surprised, right? Besides what we're doing ourselves. I brought in big leaders. Michael's got some really big leaders. We got people that I talked to one of Michael's guys today. I think the guy's going to bring in 50 to 100 people in the next 30 days. He's completely committed. I mean, everyone's sort of having the same reaction. I think everyone's been sort of burned, that they really feel like they need something they can really get behind, and people really believe in it. And the people that are joining this company believe in Bitcoin, believe that they can make money, believe they need to have knowledge, and they know they can share it. And that is the key. This is easy to share. And this company is going to be big. And that's why, what are we, Thursday night, right? We're 5 days into it. This guy's got 200 directs, 170.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Wow.
just going to blow up. But, at this point, I'd rather, instead of just talking, because I can talk and so can Mike, we can just keep rambling. I'd rather go to you guys and have you ask questions so that maybe we can make sure we, answer the questions you may have about this business.
Let me ask you a question then. One is your strategy, your team strategy. I think I saw Michael saying that we're going to promote one link. Let's talk about that and what that means to the team. And also let's talk about once you join the team, what's expected as far as each person's contribution to make the team grow.
So actually, no, in this you have your own link, and you do want to be able to help and sponsor other people, right? So you will be able to make the bonuses in this program with your own link. But we have a strategy to take this and turn this into our 10-year plan, right? So whatever's going to happen, no matter what other people do, between Michael and myself, we are absolutely committed to knowing we're going to fill that matrix. That's 14 levels down, right? We're maybe, on level 5 or 6 or something right now, right? So there's going to be people that are going to fall in level 5, are going to make money from us doing nothing. They get into this, they could fall asleep and just go for education, and all of a sudden they're making $150 a month, right? It's going to happen because we're committed to make this thing huge. So our strategy is, what we did is we placed leaders in the right places. And we are testing different types of traffic sources. And if people don't just want to come in and just get the education and make a little bit of money, we're going to try to be able to set up some co-ops where people will be able to buy directs, which gives you higher levels of bonuses and matching bonuses, and then takes what you could make in a matrix and starts doing like 2 times, 3 times the value of a matrix. So we want to be able to help people have the tools to be able to learn how to make money in the business, be able to learn how to share the business, and then share what we learn with our team, our successful strategies to get directs, and then start moving your income up. Whether you want to start to 500, we'd love to be able to teach everyone how to make $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, and then on up, in this business, and basically a part-time basis.
Yeah, one thing I want to add to that, Bart, is you do advertise your own link, and in the comp plan. Could you go ahead and go to the comp plan one more time and go to the matching bonuses? I just want to briefly talk about the matching bonuses, because the matching bonuses in this program, I know this comp plan very, very well because I was a master distributor for it. So the matching bonuses is going to be huge. Okay, so for every direct that you actually personally sponsor, whatever level you're at, of course, it would make sense to be a 3-star. And all this 3-star means is you pay for the year up front. And you have no payments for the whole year. 2-star is 6 months, so you're paying up front 6 months. But if you look at that, your percentages of your bonuses go up as you do that. So, of course, Bart and I are both 3 stars. So what would happen is for every person that I sponsor, I get 40% of what they make in the matrix. Okay?
Wow.
So if they make $100, guess what I make? $40.
Wow.
Right?
And he's got 22 right now. Right? And we're just getting started.
Yeah, this is what's going to be huge. This is why everyone needs to get as many personals as possible. That's why we use our own links, because it's attached to your own, as your personal. But not only that, this, believe it or not, when I was making a lot of money in this other program, this 40%, I was making some good money, but this 5% in level 4 was making me more money.
Yeah.
And this is the reason why. I might have 50 people personally enrolled, but I'm only making 40% off 50 people. Yeah. In this 4th level, there could be thousands of people in that 4th level in the matrix. So I'm making 5% off those thousands of people. So that's why it's important to look at this pay plan. If you do decide to join, consider coming in as a 2-star or 3-star, because these matching bonuses in the matrix is what's going to give you some very good money. Now me and Bart are shooting for the Star Elite here in the next month or two, and that's unheard of money right here. 50%, and then in your 5th level. Sorry about that, it's my dogs. In your 5th level, you're only making 3%, and it doesn't look like much. But then you got twice as many people from in your 5th level than your 4th. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over because my dogs, I want to put it on mute. Go ahead, Bart.
I already have like 100 people on this level right here, right, in my own tree. And there's like 75 in this level. I have, 21 on this level. I mean, these numbers, and I was shooting for this before cutoff tomorrow night, which I won't hit, but I'm not that far away. I'll hit this in the next few days.
Will you hit it because you paid in to that level, or because you grew to that level?
No, because I've just gone really to work. I just started, getting on my comfort zone. I started talking to people, and I was blessed because people I have never approached on anything, like Michael. I said, Michael, I think I'm looking at something crazy. I mean, tell me what you think. And he comes back to me, gives me the response, and tells me that I know I'm right. I mean, I knew I was right in my head, but I'd love to hear other people when they look at it go, this is the best thing I've seen. I mean, if I'm an MLM guy, I want to do this business, right? If I'm an affiliate marketer, I don't care. If I'm into the online space, I want to do this business. Not just because of the comp plan and the money, but what the product is, and then the ownership, and then the group of people and leaders that are in it. That is what's key for me. It's got every single piece we need, everything from the top, the members, the leaders, the admins, your sponsors, the product, the compensation plan, and even the quality of the site. I mean, everything looks really good. Like your websites, they look great. They're awesome, right?
Yeah. By the way, I want to add to this. I know you're on this right now with the capture page here. So every business that I basically have been in,
why are millionaire investors?
There you go.
I have created my own capture page and my own words and my own pictures and everything, and I do a pretty good job. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not bragging, but I do. But anyway, I've actually sold capture pages to people. And when I came into this business, I said, okay, Bart, I'm going to go ahead and create a capture page. Let me know. I'll do it for free for everybody in our group. And then when I first saw this capture page that the company made, and Ari and Michael Mansell and all of them said the same exact thing. They all are using the same capture page. Every one of us are using this capture page because it's perfect. It's exactly what you want it to be. It's got the right video. It's got the right, and because you're using this capture page, it goes through and you get an email. As soon as they sign up in here, you get an email saying you got a pre-enrollee within seconds, which is kind of cool because when I first started, I'd get that email, and I already had a pre-arranged email that I would send back to them, welcoming them, and within 3 seconds or so, I would send them an email and welcome them to Icoinpro, and then any questions they have, they can answer. They can ask me. But anyway, I just wanted to cover that because this capture page or landing page, as you call it, is one of the best that company-made landing pages that I've seen
ever. Actually, what's really interesting about that too, I'll just add this. I know a guy that's a good traffic guy, and I've been learning how to do the capture pages and autoresponder and do everything myself on the other end. And I built a page myself, and then I gave him this page, and he goes, "I would use this page."
Awesome.
And he's a traffic guy, so you don't need to learn how to do stuff. You just need to get people on this, right? I mean, look, even for someone that's not online, it just makes sense.
So when someone opt in your capture page, it automatically, the program actually, because I'm familiar with lead capture pages and autoresponders. So this page shoots out an email to you, and that lead actually comes to you. Now, normally you have to have a autoresponder, and you store your leads in that. So this just sends out a email just showing that you got a lead. Then you go back and respond.
Yeah.
So let me clarify that. So when they sign up, they get an email from the company welcoming you and telling you you're a pre-enrollee. Then they get an email again, like it came from you. And then if you wanted to, you can send another email, which I do. I send them a third email with my information.
Here's a contact manager.
Okay.
Right? So you can actually send them a message. Here's their email addresses. These are people that signed up. Like these are people that signed up today. I had a person pay. I never even spoke to this guy. I mean, I've got people that I never spoke to this. I mean, I've got people that took a tour. I've never spoken to them in my life. They're not Facebook friends or anything, but they took a tour, right? That's where this is. I'm going to go back to statistics, right? So they took a tour, right? This is a pre-enrollee, right? And then these are the upgrades on the right side, right? The people that took a tour and then upgraded once they got into the site. So the site itself is converting, you know?
Okay.
And again, I want to go to questions again. I don't want to keep hogging it.
Okay. I got one for you. Is anybody else on the panel got a question right now? Marshall or either Marquise? If not, you were talking a few minutes ago about going from a. Hey, Marquise, you got a question? You were talking about going from.
That was me. I was saying no.
Okay, you were talking about going from like you came in at a 3-star, Mark?
Yes.
Okay, and can you go back down to that part again if you would?
Yeah, I paid for a year in advance because, to be honest with you, I didn't want to fool with it. I wanted to just know that I had it done. I paid it's like $480 or whatever. I paid for a year in advance.
Okay.
And
okay. All right, you slide to the left a little bit so we can see the different stars.
Yeah, so let me cover that real quick. So if you come in and you want to be just a distributor and a 1-star or unranked, you're paying monthly, and it's $39 a month for that. Okay.
Okay.
As you can see, the payouts for your personally enrolled is $15, and it only goes down to the second level is $5. Okay. Right. You could come in and you can pay your way as a 2-star. That's a 6-month prepayment, and it puts you a little bit higher in the pay plan. You get a higher bonus, $20, $5, and it puts you at the 3rd level. Okay, and then you can also pay your way as a 3-star. Okay, and then that's what Bart and I did. Now the 3-star elite and the presidential that we saw, those you have to earn those qualifications. You can't buy your way in.
You can buy this level in. So if you buy in as a 3-star and pay for a year in advance, for every single person that you enroll, you get $25.
Wow.
Yeah. And then every person they enroll, no matter how many people they enroll, you get $5 each. And on the 3rd level, $3 each. 4th level, $2 each. You know, and Michael, I'm just looking at this today, and I just can't believe how well this is going. But even on the 5th level, $1 each, right? And then you have your matching bonuses, right? Because you have this matrix that everyone has to fall into, the 2x14 matrix, right? It starts at 2 and keeps on getting compressed. Everyone in my team is in my matrix, right? And then you make matching bonuses. So here in the 3-star, for every single person that you bring in, your directs, you make 40% of what they make in the matrix.
Wow.
And every single person they bring in, you make 10% of whatever their matrix. So if they're making $1,000 a month in their matrix, let's say it takes you 6 months to get there. You're going to do really well by then. You'd be making $100 a month off 6 people.
Wow.
Yeah. So another 10% on level 3 and another 5% on level 4. And like Michael said to me, because I don't know these compounds like this really well, he told me that I'm going to get rich off of these 2 levels, right? Because, you know, we're building up. We've got people, they're going to work, blah, 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 blah. And I'm beginning to believe he's right.
Can you upgrade to those levels? Can you once you're in, can you upgrade?
You can buy into this level from day 1.
Okay. But if you came in at a lower level, can you upgrade to the other level?
Yes.
Yes, you can. You can. So let's say you came in as a 1-star monthly and you see that it's working real well. You can hit the upgrade button and upgrade to star 2, star 3, whatever. You just pay the difference. And what you're doing, so let's say you come in monthly and you do it for 3 months, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So you pay $39 a month for 3 months, and then you're building a nice business, and you decide, hey, I want to just buy into star 3. You buy into star 3, you pay for the whole year, but you start from that month. So let's say it's July that you decide that you want to upgrade to star 3. You have a year to the next year till July the following year.
Wow.
So it's powerful. You could upgrade it now. The Star Elite and the Star Presidential. Bart, could you click here for details, the rank advancement? You have to earn those 2 positions. So you can buy your way into star 3. The Star Elite, you have to have 500 active members in your Rolly tree. And I'll tell you exactly what that means. It doesn't mean spillover in the matrix. You're going to get spillover in the matrix. What this means is the people that you sponsor, as long as they get people in the. So I got Edward in, and he puts 500 people in, or he puts 300 people in. You have to have 40% in one leg. So he puts 300 people in, and then I have another person that put 200 people in, and I could personally sponsor 2 or 3 people get to the Star Elite by having those 2 people just go crazy on me. So you have to have 500 people in your enroller tree to get to Star Elite. Bart and I will get there, and we're going to get there quickly.
Wow.
And then the Star Presidential, which is way down the road. This is probably 6 months away. You have to have 5,000 people in your organization, and that's just crazy money.
We'll hit this. We'll both hit this in the next 30 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we haven't covered. I know this is getting long, but I definitely want to cover the overrides.
Okay.
I know you guys are flabbergasted on the matrix and the matching bonuses, but that's not where the big money is. We haven't even covered the big money yet.
All right.
Let's go over the coded overrides here. So
Okay.
what this is, okay? So when Bart and I next month achieve the Star Elite, now you have to earn that, right?
Right.
Once we achieve Star Elite, then every person down to the next Star Elite, you're making $2 off everyone in the matrix.
Wow.
So this is bigger money than any of the bonus programs, because think about it. How far down is it going to be before the next Star Elite happens, right? Now Bart, I'll be a Star Elite, and I'm only like one person down from him. So the good thing is, even if we're both Star Elites, he gets $2 down to the next Star Elite, but because I will be a Star Elite, he gets $1 for everyone in the matrix instead of $2, which is still huge money. So if he had 5 people that are big leaders and they're all Star Elites, he's still making $1 in the second generation. And then you make another $1 down to the next Star Elite. I know this is hard to comprehend and hard to understand.
Yeah.
This is huge.
This could be thousands of people.
This could be thousands and thousands of people that you're making money off of.
Mhm.
This is on top of all the other bonuses. So now you see why you want to we're here to stay. We're here to build this. And eventually, even if this took a year to do, okay, which it won't for us, but some people it will. Even if it took a year, this is residual income. This is thousands of dollars a month that you're making every single month. So anyway, I wanted to go over that coded override because a lot of people skip this because it takes a little while to get to Star Elite, but the potential here is huge when you start building a big organization.
Yeah, I mean, and the other thing is also, I mean, if you're not a huge network marketer and you're saying to yourself, oh, I couldn't achieve that stuff. Well, listen, if you're paying for the 3-star anyway, right, you decide to say, listen, I'm going to go ahead and pay for a year in advance, or you pay for the 6 months in advance. What happens is it opens up higher levels of the matrix, right?
Right.
So a person gets 10 levels and a 2-star gets paid on 12 levels. Now, these things don't grow perfect, okay? You
Right.
might have a guy come in here like Edward, who all of a sudden goes down some crazy leg and puts in a whole bunch of people lower than this. So, you know, if you know that you're in a building team, do you actually say to yourself, look, I think this thing could go crazy. I'd rather not have to worry about all the other stuff. I want to fill up my matrix, because this matrix here at 2-star, right? If it's filled, is $8,190 a month.
Wow.
That's how, well, technically, without recruiting a person, okay? Because you bought for 6 months, right? You will share this with other, because you're going to have success, so it'll be impossible for you not to share this with other people, right? And I mean, even if you were to talk about 40% of this, 50% of it, 60% of it, this is huge, right? And then if you pay for the year in advance, then it opens it down to 14 levels, and that's your maximum on that alone, right?
Wow.
Yeah. So, you know, again, we can talk about this all day long. I'd rather at this point see if there's other questions we can make sure that we're answering for you, so we're not just rambling and you felt like, you know, we didn't give you enough information about what you're really looking for.
It's information overload. The comp plan is kind of comprehensive. It's got 5 parts to it. But once you understand it and once you realize it, it's pretty simple. It's a simple program, a simple comp plan. But what we wanted to go over was how powerful it is, because if you really build, if you say, hey, this is going to be my company I'm going to go with, and you start really building this, you can see the power later on. And what you're doing is you can work hard for a year, and what you're doing in that year is going to be paying you for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Because when these people are that you have in your downline are making money, they're not going anywhere.
Right.
They're going to keep, they're going to stay in this business. And if they pay for the whole year, you're making money for a whole year residual income.
Wow.
Of course, when they're making money, they're going to pay another year, and they're going to pay another year.
If they're making money learning about cryptocurrency, I mean, imagine, when stock market was, or even let's say penny stocks was really hot, which someone tried to get me into it, like, I think 10 or 15 years ago. And I just said, nah, I don't want to do it. I mean, I should, because you could have made so much money, right? Right now, crypto is the game. And even anyone can learn through the system how to start maneuvering money. I've learned in 6 months how to buy and sell crypto every single day if I want in my own wallet. And I'm only doing 2 currencies. I'm only doing Ether and Bitcoin, or BTC. I'm not doing the other altcoins yet, which that's where I really want to go, because I think I could probably make $3,000 a week just moving, let's say an account of $5,000 between certain coins. And yeah, I'm going to have some winners and I'm going to have some losers, but I bet you I will do very, very well with the education I'm going to get in this. So
Awesome.
That's the other part of this. So there's what you're going to learn and earn in here, but what else you're going to be able to learn and earn on your own from here, right? From the education you're going to get.
Hey, Bart, can you go to the product page and kind of show them all of the products that's available
The
to
training.
everyone?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So here's the training. It's called your core training, right? Which is your basics on, intro into Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, a brief history, myths, benefits of cryptocurrencies, how does it work, wallets, how to get it, the cryptography and the security behind the cryptocurrency, blockchain and how blockchain works, the price of the Bitcoin, again, mining, security, blah, blah, blah. And then advanced training, we're going to get into higher levels of mining, and then the blockchain technologies. Ethereum comes into play, which I'm really excited for Ethereum, by the way. Investing, lending, and then advanced, where you're going to start to talk about the other coins like Ripple, Litecoin, NEM, Dash. These things have been on fire. I have friends that have made thousands and thousands of dollars in the last couple weeks just off of Litecoin, NEM, Stellar. These things have been on fire, right?
Wow.
And you get a bit of insight, learn how to do this. And believe me, it's so crazy, because you don't have to have a certificate. You don't have to have a degree. You can buy and sell stuff on platforms. Mike and I just did it the other night. We bought some Ethereum from Bitcoin, right? Just to do a little test on something. So these things are on fire, right? And you can buy some of these things for like 20 cents a coin or something. They're insane, right?
Wow.
And then we have a secret sauce we don't even see yet, which is the micro profit system. And they hinted at it. And this is the thing that has me sort of excited, because this is the stuff I want to learn to do myself. I'm not even sure how this is going to work yet, what exactly it's going to do. But there is a guy that did this, and the guy like tripled his money like in 3 days or something, like $5,000 turned into 15 grand using this system.
Wow.
And we're going to get access to that. And you don't have to pay more money to get to it. You're not paying a higher monthly fee. It's everyone that's in the company is going to get access to this as well.
Wow.
Go ahead, Mike, if you want to add to that.
Yeah, I think you covered it all. So, and I wanted to cover that. So if you came in as a monthly member or 2-star, 3-star, everybody gets all this training.
Yeah.
There's no unlock if you get to a certain level.
Right. No more money,
everybody gets this training. And I heard someone on a webinar the other day say, well, I could get this training on the internet. It's free. But this is the thing. You got everything in one place.
That's right.
And all of this training here is quality training. It's detailed. It's they went out to the best of the best to get this training and to give you the real truth and everything about what cryptocurrencies are.
What I like about it is first of all, I see how a newbie can come into the marketplace that knows basically nothing about cryptocurrency and get educated. That's number one. Number two, I was a day trader during the dot coms, and I made $10,000-$20,000 a day trading. So this package can go from the person just entering in to people who want to advance to higher levels and even start doing trading on various platforms and coins. So I love what I see so far. I love it.
Yeah, one thing I want to cover too, Bart loves this story, but I when I first got introduced to this, before I even signed up, I was out partying, playing poker. You guys know I play poker. Everyone knows I play poker. But anyway, I was out, and a friend of mine came up to me and said, he's a friend of mine on Facebook too, and he said, "Hey, I see you doing all this Bitcoin stuff. What is Bitcoin, and how does it work, and is it fake? Is it real?" So I sat down with him for about a half hour, just going over what Bitcoin is, how it was created with the blockchain, and all that stuff. So I talked to him a little bit about it, and right that night, that's when I talked to Bart about this program, and I called him up and said, "Hey, remember I talked to you about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies?" Because he's like, "Man, I really want to get into cryptocurrency. I don't even know anything about it."
What?
I called him up, and this is no joke. I said, "Hey, I'm going to be starting this business tomorrow. Do you think this might be something that you're interested in?" Because he was interested in cryptocurrency only. Now network marketing, he doesn't know anything about either. He's not interested in that. He's not even interested in getting paid. He's interested in learning about cryptocurrency. So the very first day that I got in, I sent him my link on Facebook, and he joined. He was the second or third person that joined. Think about the spillover he's getting, that the money that he's going to get just because he wanted the product.
Wow.
Yeah, and he paid for a year in advance.
Yeah, he paid for a whole year.
Wow. Wow. That's powerful.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, that basically sums it up. What do you have to say to a person that's going to see this video? What would you like to say to them?
Okay, so I would just say that I'm not sure what level you're at. If you're looking at this, if you're an online marketer, an internet marketer, a pro, a novice, a rookie, or you've never done anything online at all and you don't even want to do online at all, this is actually the perfect program for you if you want to get into cryptocurrency. I don't care what level of what you are. If you're an online professional, you want to get in this business. If you're a newbie, you want to get in this business. If you don't even want to do an MLM and you want to learn crypto, you need to get in this business, because this really is an education platform. And if that's the best thing I can say, is the product is there 100%. If you want to make money with this program as well, and you want to share it, you want to become an MLM guy, we're going to help you with that as well, with tools, training, co-ops, and a team that's going to help each other and assist each other and grow this business. And we are going to take this thing long-term. We're not going anywhere. We're not going to be in this for 6 months and all of a sudden we're going to disappear. You're going to see us around for a long, long time. We're going to be big parts of this company, and we're going to have a massive team, and we're going to create a lot of success. That's what I'd like to say to anyone that's listening to this right now.
Okay, coming to you, Mike.
Yeah, I'm the same thing as Bart. When we discussed this, we made this our official business that we're going to be promoting. We've done so many things, and we got tired of it. We got tired of the company failing on us. We got tired of other people failing, and we've made money, okay, but we've got a lot of people involved in the other companies that didn't make money,
right?
And we were tired of it. So when we were talking, we're like, we've got to find a company that will be around for a long time, that has a powerful compensation plan and a great product. And when we saw this, I'm not kidding you, we fell out of our chair. I fell out of my chair because of, when I saw the comp plan combined with another company with the power line, I said, this is a no-brainer. But what I was worried about, just like everyone's worried about, is this company going to be around for a long time? And when we did our research, we found out it will be. The CEO is he comes out and he told us everything about why he did this, and the reason, and he's in all of the powerful network marketers, the big guys, asked him some solid questions, and he came out and it gave us the right answers. So we know this is going to be around for a while, and that's why we're building this, and we're going to be building this for other people also.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So my next question was, it's all about teamwork and giving value. So if someone looked at this video and really had to make a decision about joining a team, and they saw this video, what makes you guys are a team? What makes your team different? Why should someone join your team?
Okay, that's easy. Well, because first off, our commitment to the long-term program. We aren't going to just be in this for 6 months and then disappear and go into the next program. This is our program. This is our home base. This is going to be our long-term plan. I see this as a 10 or 20-year program, no matter what. And then our accessibility. Like, I got a message today from Mike saying I was going to be on a Zoom call tonight at 9 p.m. He didn't say, can you be? He says, you're going to be, right? So Mike and I are working together. We're like brothers, and we're going to do this, right? We're going to help connect. We want to explain to people what they have. We certainly want to make sure that people make a right decision, because sometimes the gift horse looks you in the mouth and you don't see it, right? Or you make the wrong decision and you don't do it. Now, if you want, like I said, something you want to do, this is the place to come. That's all I can say. And we're going to be there for we want to do co-ops, which we want to test traffic with our own money. We're going to spend thousands of dollars on testing traffic and conversions to be able to get people directs ourselves first. And when we find what we think is best, that we can say to people, listen, we have some good stuff you can plug into. We're going to take $10,000, $50 a share for people to come in, and we'll drive you traffic to your links, even if you can't do that yourself. So we're going to do that as well. We're going to hold hangouts at least one a week. We do 1 week. We already did our first hangout already. I do videos all the time. Mike does videos all the time. And we're interconnecting with other leaders, and we're learning from them as well. So we're going to try to give everything we can to our team, every single tool they need, and as much assistance as they can get to have great success with this.
Yeah, and I want to add about the Hangouts. So when Bart and I got together and we said we're going to be a team, we said we need to do Hangouts once a week. And the reason why we said that is because a lot of people think, you've heard this in the past. I'm sure you heard this. Hey, I don't even know I don't know who my sponsor is. And every time I email my sponsor, I never hear from them, right? So what we want to do is we want to do these Hangouts and answer questions, right? And we'll give the information. We'll try to make it as short as possible, the information that we're giving out. We'll also have guest speakers out there like you, Earl. We'll say, hey, Earl, eventually, give us your 2 cents. What do you think about Icoinpro eventually, right? So we'll have guest speakers on how much money they're making, how quickly their business grown. And then on top of that, we have a Q&A. We'll eventually have a Q&A to where we can answer questions for everybody.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, hey guys, wherever you are around the world, I just wanted to say this is Earl Dixon, the Bitcoin guy. Again, in the beginning, when I opened this thing up, I talked about operating in a global economy. Guys, social media has allowed us to be able to break down borders all around the world. I mean, this program can be global. I mean, you can actually sign up anywhere in the world. Now, several months ago, started with digital currency. And I was doing meetings before there was any real platform out there in the marketplace. I was doing meetings just talking about digital currency, cryptocurrency, and what it meant, okay? And even in the UK right now, paper money is being outlawed in the UK. I mean, paper money 10 years from now going to be a thing of the past. People are using cards. I mean, you take your cell phone, smartphone, and you be swiping your phone, beaming likes at things. And we want to remember change and paper money in the near future. Okay. So I just invite anybody that came here tonight or anyone that would see this platform, I just invite you to come here, get started, take a look at the platform, reach out to myself, Marshall, he's on the platform, he's decided on Bart, Mike Williams himself. They seem like some super guys. They bring a lot of value to the space right now. They have a teamwork concept. The Hangouts is really a game changer because it creates a relationship. And what makes me successful on the internet is creating relationships with people. And this platform, the Hangouts, will allow you to start nurturing some of those relationships. So I look forward to seeing you guys. Get signed up. If you really listen, I've seen a lot of platforms, but this is a Bitcoin. This is a cryptocurrency education platform. Okay, I guarantee you myself, if you come in, you're educated, just lock in. And my theme is education through duplication. We educate you first, and then we duplicate it in others, and then we'll reach success. Coming back to you guys, we'll close it out.
Yep. So great. That was a great statement, Earl. So just let us know, Earl. Just get a hold of Earl. Get a hold of me or Bart. If you see this broadcast and you want to sign up with Earl, I'll send you Earl's link. If you can't get a hold of Earl, or just shoot. Are you going to put this on your Facebook probably on your timeline?
Mm-hmm.
Just shoot. Say, hey, yes, I'm interested, and we'll get a hold of you and send you Earl's link, and we can get you started. Earl.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Are you still recording, Earl, or are we done recording already?
Well, I can finish recording now. Start recording. All right, guys, this is the end of the recording.